I've had initiative. I guess that's the point I was talking about. Who didn't? Who was really on the groups all the time? I was an only child, so whenever I was around kids, I was kind of weird. I mean, I don't think that's really changed. But I remember when I was with kids, I was like, I had to be in the group. And then I was just quiet the entire time. Like, I was just this random body in the background that people were like, oh, hey, who's she? Anybody like that? Anybody in the groups, in the group scene when they were kids? Yeah? What was your group like?
It was everywhere from the 6th graders to the 4th graders, wandering, basically, from group to group to figure out what I could talk about or listen to.
Ooh, cool. So you're like a gatherer. Like searching for the information from every group.
Pretty much.
Awesome, awesome. Anybody else? Group people? Yeah? You talked twice. A+.
But when we were kids, we were basically the group of that considered psychotic because we ran around the field pretending we were cats from the Warrior series, if anybody knows what that is.
Do you want to demonstrate that right now?
Huh?
Do you want to demonstrate that right now?
Sorry. Do it. Oh, I hate
This is super interactive. You guys didn't even know what you were signing up for. So, okay, stage 4. Thank you very much. That was riveting. No, really, I'm serious. I can't run that fast. Industry versus inferiority. This is stage 4. We're only going to 6, so stay with me. This is also the school age. It's like this mysterious age, or what am I saying? Mysterious age where you like fall into the age black hole. It's the school age. I know. Also supposed to be funny, but it's alright. This is relating to peers, playing by the rules, trusting, autonomous, and industrious, versus mistrusting, doubts the future, shame and guilt, forms defeat and inferiority. That's terrifying. Who still doubts the future? I did not pass that step, yeah. Actually, I do this really weird thing. I'm kind of OCD, but I've never been diagnosed. Index cards, so yeah, I'm kind of OCD, never been diagnosed, but I have this really weird thing where I like to think that I don't make plans. I'm just spontaneous all the time. No. This is how I direct my OCD, like, need to fit everything in a certain plan so that I don't actually have to make real plans. That's what I do. I'll be like, okay, so if I go to the store, there could be 5 scenarios that happen off of that. Okay, I meet Sally. What do I do then? I talk to her. She always wears hair things. I compliment her hair thing. And then I have like 5 other things branching off of that. Like, giving you another example. Right now, since I've been up here, I've had like a million scenarios forming in my head as I'm actually just verbal garbaging all over the tops of your head. It's not actually garbage. It just feels like it's coming out. I thought, oh my god, what if I do that stupid thing where I don't pick my feet up enough and I like trip in front of you and like go out into the chairs and all of a sudden I'm like accidentally sexually assaulted half the time. And like, oh, my shirt ripped? Like, what if I actually do sexually assault you? There are about 5 million things that I thought about as I'm up here already. This is my life. Yeah, I probably do need a therapist, but I mean, if there are any here, number backstage. Anyway, so I still doubt the future. I had a couple hands for doubting the future. Can anyone give me a story about when they doubted the future? This is the school age. Yeah. Did you doubt the future in the school age?
I don't remember much.
And I wonder why that is. Alright, well, I mean, I feel like as kids, you have so much pressure as kids where you have to fit in. You have to find the right group of friends. Not a group of friends that fit you, but it has to be the right fit. That never happens. Everyone just feels ostracized and awkward, and then you start getting pimples, and you're like, oh my god, I'm hideous. And then you get the people who put on too much eyeliner and then cry. Those people are still on MySpace. They Oh, Christ face. Stage 5, identity versus identity diffusion. This is the fidelity stage. It's about 13 or 14 to 20. So this is where, how many people are still in this stage? It's fine if you are. Raise them proud. All right, so this is the stage you're in. This is super, super relevant. All right, I almost started rapping there. If you're in this stage, you're seeking leadership and role models, gradually developing a sense of ideals versus developing a negative identity and rebellion in society. Can we talk about rebellion in society for a minute? Oh wait, I don't have enough time. Alright, well what I found, I've kind of had sort of an identity crisis. Did anyone here see the Tim Miller piece last year maybe? Alright, I was in there, I was the girl who dumped like the really cold water on myself, but I didn't actually know it was cold. Oh. So you probably saw me shudder. That's probably how you remember me. So hi. Anyways, I got an identity crisis right after that. I was like, oh my god, I don't have a me. I'm just everyone else. Literally, I think the verbatim of the piece was like, I am the water and you are the cups. And I fill you when you think I'm your shape, but really I'm still water. Like that was the synopsis. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. My piece, everyone else's was wonderful. But, oh, thanks, Ariel. Anyway, I've been pretty fluid keeping with the water theme. When I'm around people, I think I'm hyper aware of how they are. And this doesn't make me fake because I really feel like this is a part of me, but I kind of like switch it a little bit, like I turn a cog so I fit in better with them. So like every teacher I've had is like, oh, Stephanie, you remind me of a younger me. I'm like, do I? Because my other teacher just said that, and she's from California, and you're from, like, Palestine. That can't be true. Jolly Manster, I love her, but, I mean, I really don't think we were the same growing up. She really is a great teacher. Anyway, so I'm just fluid, and with this whole, developing a sense of ideals, when you're fluid, you have the ideals of those around you. They actually say that you are more raised by your friends at a certain age than you are by your parents. Ariel gave me that little stat thing. Yeah, so congratulations, I'll credit. So you actually develop whichever ideals of the group you're in. Anybody say that they had an ideal to fit into their group when they were just kind of like, Mac? Anyone? Rachel, only hand up in the building. You guys were steadfast.
I went to Pentecostal church for 1.5 years. Let's just think about that. Okay.
Pentecostal church for 1.5 years. I can't even imagine. I've seen some of those billboard signs. They're like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're like super religious. They speak in, well, yeah, I mean, I guess that was redundant. Hey. But they've been known to speak in tongues, right? They're like the hyper-religious who like, I don't know. I've seen bad things on TV, and I don't really know anything about the actual faith. So if you are Pentecostalist, whatever, rock strong. Anyway, so that was that stage. Last stage, I swear. Intimacy versus isolation. This is the young adult stage. Again, kind of like the childhood school year stage. Like, we don't really know what young adult is, but there's young adult, and then there's adult, and I'm pretty sure there's geriatrics. So, I'm not quite there yet. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'll be an awesome old person. I'm pretty excited for myself. But, anyways, this intimacy versus isolation. Most of us are probably in this stage if we weren't in the last stage of my peers. Parents, you guys are in different stages. I'm not going to go into those today because I've already talked way too long. But here we're supposed to create relationships with others to hopefully form enduring friendships versus being alone and ostracized forever.